Hey everyone, it's the Blazer King with King's Critiques, and we're here for the finale of Heart, the Kunoichi Tsubaki. And real quick, speaking of finales, apparently Birdie Wingle hit its finale. I just wasn't aware of it until literally yesterday. So that makes two anime that showed that there's more to come and already had its season finale. So fingers crossed this isn't one of those things we got cucked on like Taboo Tattoo, where it showed the events going on in season two, but never gave it to us. That said, if you haven't seen the episode of this yet, by the time you see this upload, do go ahead and pull me up alongside to list my comments as it goes along, or leave me running in the background to let me get the watch time, because I think that matters. And, well, that'd be appreciated, as would be a like and subscribe button, because as you know, not as many people who turn on the content are subscribed as they could be. Though I have seen quite the rapid growth recently, which I appreciate to those of you that have hit the subscribe button. As I said, let's roll into the finale of this. And then we'll start some of the newer stuff. Since it's the finale, I'll leave the outro or intro running because, well, it's the finale, so it makes sense. Sometimes I manage to actually remember to do that because it's decent to roll with. It's not one of the best intros from the last season, but still pretty good. Something about this intro kind of reminds me of an American pop song, though. I can't think of what the name of the song is, but like, y'all probably know what I'm talking about if you listen to decent music. Well, that was her mistake, wasn't it? Why does everyone have to fuck with her? Okay, my bones are more sensitive than usual this afternoon. Everyone's just causing so much hell for her. I don't think that's a thing. Oh, you bitch. Tsubaki, just set the place on fire and leave. Have them do their own training. The training is figure out how to survive. Oh, you should be. Because apparently the first actual threat is coming. There's a hole in the roof now. Oh, and a destroyed building. And more stuff being destroyed. That would be the very inaccurate description of a man coming to kill all of you. You'd think. The thing kind of remind me of Koro Sensei, though. Huh. Yeah, but that's part why she left you in charge. Scoops. I Benisumo has a point here. She'll be fine. Hmm. I'm still a little hazy because I just woke up like half an hour ago or something. Yeah, baby warthog. We just kind of know that Benny and Tsubaki are one of the top ships of the show. Then again, it's one of those cases where the main character has three different characters that are into them. Also, I want to just like throw this out there that my assumption is the reason that this man attacked the village is probably literally because their teacher asked him to on her way out. Get in disguise, attack the village, and show these girls that men are actually something to be feared. Because that's really been the like highest plot line in this the whole time, so I could see that happening. Because like it literally looks like he's just in some sort of fucking costume. Whether it be a jutsu brought on costume or not, that's a better question, but I'm guessing it's jutsu inspired because that tentacle seemed kind of real. Plus, if they can turn into a giant tiger with three of them, I imagine one man could turn into something like what this is. Guys, really? Good job. I'm sorry, he's just ran past all of you. I'm assuming I'm right because he really hasn't been violent to anybody. Can you though? I like how he stopped short behind the other three. Okay, can I just talk about the symbolism? Just literally the symbolism by that. That's just awful. They do the attractiveness jutsu and then get inked. Context. Context is needed for that kind of sentence. Well, no. Usually, when something like that happens, women end up getting sticky. Oh, please. Tell me they're gonna show us the jutsu that they got suspended for before. So, they're mech? I really don't think it works like that. So much for your command ability. Ah, yes. Now we have the star of the show. Benny Sumomo. Though if I'm right and this is just a transformation jutsu, it's just really well done. He's even using powers from it. I mean, I could be wrong and it's not a jutsu, and it's actually just some sort of creature. But based on the entirety of this show, I'm going with I'm right. Hey, look, I was right. Wait, what? They're not. It's not an actual person. It's a monkey and an octopus. I mean, I guess that made the two forms of the creature they were fighting, so that makes sense. That's just not what I was expecting. Like, I'll take the point for being kind of right that it was a jutsu, but no, literally, I'm hoping within the next 5 minutes we get an explanation for exactly what the fuck happened, because I imagine the teacher had something to do with it. Also, it's amusing how two of the girls are kind of fawning over the twin hair colored teacher. And sometimes you fall in love with a member of the same sex. Like half of you chicks, cause um it's a weird looking raccoon. Was that raccoon a guy who stopped by the village? Was that raccoon like the monkey or something that escaped the previous night? Haha. So I was right on both ends there too. Nah, just live your gay little heart. And Tsubaki not see drawings? 'Cause those are pretty smudged out too. Or is Rindo just terrible at drawing? Because, like, it's one of those two things. Either she can't see drawings, or Rindo just sucks. I'm guessing the first thing based on the scroll the other day that was in the, that was in Konoha Sensei's scroll. That she just can't see handwritten drawings or something for some reason. Partially true. But that's like a topic I'll rant about a little bit at the end of the episode. Well, you kind of already did. Of course, we'll just let the outrow, you know, run a bit too, because finale, so why the fuck not? Excuse. Right. So, usual round of questions with a show like this. First of all, the question comes up as who's the favorite character for you guys? Because personally, I like the girl in glasses who does the traps. Because, well, there's several reasons for that. She's just incredibly likable. There's other likable characters too, but she's my favorite of them. Who's your favorite ship among all the girls? Because, I mean, like, ignoring the whole Tsubaki being bi-curious thing, we're just gonna go with the usual. This is, Yuri bait, because all, like, most of the girls kind of seem like they'd be into each other in that way. And honestly, I think Tsubaki and Rendo is probably the cutest of them. Benny Sumo and um fuck. Nope. Can't even remember her name even though it was said like 10 minutes ago. The girl who thinks she's all that in a bag of chips. Those two make a kind of cute ship too. And well, of course the teachers make their own cute ship, even though Konoha also seems to be bi, but not curious like Tsubaki. Those are my thoughts on that. As for the last topic before I get into the usual outro stuff, is the whole men are something to be feared thing. That's partially right, you know, but then again, nowadays, more than ever, both ends of the spectrum are meant to be feared. I mean, men, by rule of thumb, most of us are complete scum, like, just in general. Doesn't matter what we look like, doesn't matter our personalities, doesn't matter what we have in life. Most of us are just horrible people. And is that just because I'm on the end of the spectrum where I'm kind of like usually a good person and sometimes not? Maybe, because like I don't choose when to be an asshole, I just am an asshole sometimes. I mean, sure, sometimes I'll look at the situation and be like, nah, I'm gonna be a dick for this. But most of the time, no. Especially not involving women. As much as sometimes it's well deserved. But I mean, take a look at least one immediate recent case off top of my head for the kind of thing that pulls women to also be scumbags a lot of the time. Amber. I'm not going to go into the details because I only need to say the name for people to know what I'm talking about, but she's like the main example that shows that women can be just as awful people as men. I still have the citrus thing up here. Oops. Wrong show, because that was the one-shot review. Which I'll make sure to do some more typed down reviews soon, because 12 episodes and just type it along, that's kind of fun. But yeah, like, men are horrible people, women are sometimes horrible people, and those horrible people from either gender should get together more often than making good people from both sides suffer. That's my thought process on that, though. I personally would rather not treat somebody horribly and actually have somebody good in my life, but well, we're not going to get into my thought process of the whole that's not the decision that gets made often by either gender. Because, I mean, it's true. Like, women make bad choices about the men or women they date, just like men sometimes make terrible choices about the men or women they date. And I'm gonna put it that way because this is 2022 and gay relationships have spiked over the past like 10 years compared to back in like 2010. So that's the good way to put it. That both sides suck. Sometimes one more than the other. Sometimes it's about even. But I mean, if you have any personal experiences to go over on why you think one is worse than the other, feel free to share it in the comments, Twitter, Discord, or whatever the hell else. But speaking of Twitter, outro, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my main channel in the description down below, where I'm going to try to edit the videos to get uploaded soon, because I'm really lazy on that. Ring both bells like Facebook, follow Twitter to keep updated with things. TikTok, because I upload batches once in a while. Twitch, subscribe there for benefits, because all the subscriptions help me immensely. And until next time, oh yeah, you could also let me know of other shows I should watch this season, next season, or in general. Now, till next time, Ben the Blazing King of Critique signing out. Ta-ta for now. See y'all with some season premieres.